So, are you tired of feeling like your own computer is spying on you? Want to stick to the man and take control of your own data? Well, today we're going to have a look at O&O ShutUp10++, the tool that might just help you reclaim your Windows 10 or Windows 11 privacy. We're inclusive here. Let's start with the basics. Windows 10 and Windows 11, yeah, they're great, kind of. They can be a bit noisy. From telemetry data to personalized ads, it can sometimes feel like Big Brother is watching. But with a tool like O&O ShutUp10++, there has to be a way to abbreviate that. You can take back some control and decide what information gets sent back to the almighty Microsoft. So this tool is from O&O Software, a German company that's been in the business of system utilities for over 20 years, has been designed to give you the central hub to manage your Windows privacy settings. One of the best parts about it is that it's completely free. So what can this thing actually do? Well, for a start, it gives you an extensive list of tweaks, from disabling Cortana to stopping automatic updates. Please don't do that. You can tweak your privacy settings to your heart's content. Be sensible, that's the main thing. Just, look at the guidance. Be sensible. Plus, it's really incredibly user-friendly. Each setting comes with its own brief description of what it does, so you won't accidentally disable something important. That's one thing as well. It actually prompts you to create a system restore point before you change any settings, which I highly recommend. You don't know how these settings can affect stuff. That's not to put you off, but just please be aware. Utility has 3 columns: state, setting, recommended. State if you want to turn it on or off. Setting describes the setting, and recommended is if O&O Software recommend that you turn on the setting. But again, they do give you full control. If you click on the setting, it then gives a brief description of what that setting controls. I would highly recommend sticking to what O&O Software recommend. Yes, you can start tweaking the limited options as well, but just please be aware of what you're disabling or enabling. I will leave in the description below the list of settings I recommend that you tweak. So as mentioned earlier, this utility does create a system restore point before making any changes. Well, it asks you just have to say yes. If you mess something up, you can easily roll back to how things were before. If you're not aware of how to restore a system restore point, please have a look in the description below. There will be some resources. It is also worth noting out that when you decide to change the settings in this utility, there's 2 tabs at the top: current user and local machine. If you're wishing to change the settings as system-wide, please make sure you're changing the settings or modifying the settings in the local machine tab. This will do for all users on the machine. If you just want to do it for your own user and say this is a shared PC you're working off, you can just decide to make those changes on your current user. Another tip that's pretty useful is that if you just want to stick to the changing the settings or modifying the settings that O&O Software recommend, there is a button in the Actions menu that you can click. It's called Apply Only Recommended Settings. If you click it, this will automatically apply all of the settings that O&O Software recommends. Click Save, and there you go. If you're not comfortable, another good thing to know is if you accidentally change the setting and you are clicking stuff randomly and you're not sure what you've changed, there is a way to revert all of the changes that you've made in a current session. Just go up to the Actions menu and click Undo All Changes or Factory Settings. So it does beg the question, why try and tinker with these settings in the first place? So there is a lot of stuff that Windows 10 and 11 does get up to behind your back. So there is some services working in the background that protocol your entire keyboard entries. Again, with all of these settings, you do have to weigh up comfort and security. Disabling some of these settings can be a royal pain in terms of usability in some things, and it does increase your security. It does the reverse as well. You have to make the judgment call, and whatever's comfortable for you. All these settings may work for one person and may be a complete disaster for another person because it just doesn't suit or tie into their everyday workflow. For instance, someone may use maps on their computer and it may need to access location data, whereas someone may not use maps on their PC and they have no use for it, so they can turn the setting off. And one really cool thing to point out about this utility is that it does not have to be installed. It can just simply run directly and immediately on your machine, which cannot be said for many other programs nowadays. So if you find this helpful, please give it a thumbs up, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one.